So welcome everybody. We're here today with the next Invent Talks. And we are going to talk today about the changing role of the CMO. And I'm not alone here because I have here my lovely colleague Mark Peters, who is our thought leader around marketing. So great to have you here.
Thank you.
And so we're going to talk a little bit about this topic. And if I look back in the last 25 years, the role of the CMO has dramatically changed. 25 years ago, it was very much about making sure that you do the right branding, sometimes some support for sales on campaigns. And nowadays, it's much more about real-time, data-driven marketing. 25 years ago, it was not about sales at all. And now it's very much about how do we drive business and how do we make sure that the growth, that the marketing, the CMO is supporting growth. And obviously, that changing role is important, but also creates friction sometimes. So we're going to talk about that a bit today. The thought that came up in my mind, if you think how important marketing has become, do we really think that the current CMOs already are at the position at C-level as they should be? So Mark, what do you think? Do you think they are there yet?
In general, I think we're not quite there yet. Their role is changing quite a lot, and especially this data-driven real-time marketing is influencing that quite a lot. And we saw that in the research. So we saw that companies who are investing more and doing more real-time driven marketing have much better performance. And with that, you see also the involvement of the role and how it also is getting intertwined with other roles in the C-suite. So that's quite a little bit of the challenge that is going on right now. So this increasing performance has a big influence, for example, on sales, but makes that the CMO gets very close to the CCO as well. And to drive this sales, the CMO needs data, needs technology, and with that gets very close to the CIO. So the role is from that point of view is changing. It's getting intertwined with the other C-suite members. And I think overall, the impact on the overall strategy and new business models that are innovated is being influenced by the CMO as well. So there's a lot going on and a lot of movement more and more towards the core of the company.
I can imagine that it's not always easy. So what are they struggling with?
Yeah, one of the things, and that is what we see at a lot of places and already saw happening in the past, is that because the CMO is getting more and more closely related to the other C-suite level persons, organizational structure, but also politics and egos, are getting involved. And that's quite of a challenge of a CMO. There are even conversations that we had with CMOs that more or less were crying about all the struggles that they were facing on that factor. So that can be very, very hard at sometimes. Luckily, it's not always the case. Another important challenge of this CMO is that, to drive real-time marketing, data-driven marketing, data is key. So to get access to this data, which is spread throughout different silos in an organization, is a big challenge. To make sure that there is right consent management and this data can be used is a challenge. And of course, having the right technology to do that is a challenge for the CMO. So that just as a couple of challenges that we see for the CMO moving towards an important role within the organization.
I can imagine if you are a CMO, you think, okay, I know this because I'm in this situation. So, and you are an expert. So what would your advice be to them? If you can pick one or two things that they really need to focus on, what would that be?
The main two things that I would advise them to do is one is to focus on the people in the organization. Yeah. So get close to your other C-suite colleagues and get close with all your colleagues and make sure that the organization is organized on a way that is supporting the marketing ambitions. And another thing is keep investing in technology and make sure that you can influence and steer on that as a CMO.
So thanks for your insights. So thanks everybody for listening to this Invent Talks today about the role of the CMO. And if you're interested to listen and learn more about this topic, please download our papers called A New Playbook for the CMO. You can get a lot more tips and advices in that one. We also have the opportunity for you to benchmark yourself against other players in the Dutch market. If you're interested in doing that, please reach out to us and we'll make sure you get in contact with the right people for that.